Hello traders, in this video I'm going to talk about the prices of oil, especially because this week probably there will be a lot of movement in a lot of factors that impact oil, and I'm going to cover a lot of them in this video, including support and resistance, price target, and RSIs. So let's start with the support and resistance. Oil has been trading very consistently from the middle of 2024 to 2025. Keep in mind this is the daily chart, and the the yellow lines are the most important points here. So it has been trading consistently between $80 and $65.79. It tried to break through here and here. These two tops here. It tried to break through the upper limit two times, but then ultimately, since September of 2024, it has been trading very laterally. It has been moving horizontally instead of taking any kind of big direction. If we look at the chart as a whole, we can see that's a big difference from when it reached $130 in 2000 and between 2022 and 2023. So now coming back to the present, considering that it's moving laterally, it should keep in this tight range. And if you open a trade at the bottom at the first yellow line with the target of the top yellow line, there is an upward range of 20%. So that's ultimately how big your profit could be if this strategy and this prediction pans out. So right now, the last closing price was at the green dotted line at the bottom of $67. That's a very good entry point for your long positions. I definitely would not take any short positions at this situation. However, just to cover all hypotheses, in case the price keeps being rejected at the first green line of $60 and for some reason moves below $65 at the yellow line and consolidates there, it could keep moving downwards. So those are the two possibilities. I think the long position is more likely to end in profit, which as I said has a possibility of 20% upwards. Now if we consider also the historic, I mean, the macroeconomic factors influencing oil. We have the war in Israel. We have the conflict in Syria that also heated up. We have the war in Ukraine, and we also have the tensions of Trump with Iran. Not to mention also that, if I'm not mistaken, the US has just begun invading or attacking Yemen. So all those factors, they could clog up the routes for oil to move around, and therefore the supply will be diminished and the price will go up. So the next factor is the we have the patterns that have started to show between September of 2024 and the present date. We can see in purple it has reached I'm not finding here where I put the oh it's hidden. It's hidden on the falling wedge sign. So consider this falling wedge sign as the first bottom. So you have the first bottom here, the second one here in the end of 2024, and now at the present we have a possible third bottom that is just finishing to consolidate. Considering that it already bounced from $65, I'm betting that it's going to from here it's going upwards, and even if it doesn't reach the upper limit of $80 at the top yellow line, it could still go to any of these other lines that I drew here, with the major one being the being the blue line in the middle at $72. So I would consider that it's going to go at least there, with 10% more upwards of possibility. There is also a rectangle forming here between uh, August of 2024 and the present, which basically predicts that any of the two directions that it breaks out, so it's a breakout pattern, any of the patterns that break out will probably get a very high impulse in that direction. There are also some other patterns before, but I don't consider those to be that important here, at least not in this scenario. I think the most relevant point for anyone who is bullish on oil is that it's just farming, it's just finishing the third bottom here. And finally, let's talk about also the RSIs, the pattern, the excuse me, the default one and the stochastic RSI. Let me just figure out how to make this a bit bigger again. There. So at the present, where the price is at $67.10, basically, the RSI, the default one here, just crossed and consolidated above the yellow line, which could mean that from this bounce it's going from uh, the selling area to the buying area. If it bounces from 50 and goes down again, then it might get rejected. But if it crosses over, it's very likely that it's going to the oversold area. In the stochastic RSI here at the bottom shows that there was just at the current price there was just an impulse to the oversold area, and it's in the middle of the process, in the middle of the movement, going to the overbought area. So what does that mean? That means that the price has already reached a point where it's relatively safe to buy, where you can buy and put your stop losses below, little below 65, a little below 65. If the RSI, the default RSI, were going upwards, but the stochastic RSI were in the overbought area, we would have to wait for it to go below, again below the go down to the oversold area, so that we can get a good price. If we don't wait for that kind of movement and we get in the trade in the middle of it happening, then we would probably not get a good price. And that's very important for people who deal with, especially people who deal with margin and leverage trading. Those are the most important factors. Please leave a like, subscribe for more content like this, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll love to know what you guys would like me to cover next. What asset would be best to cover next? But I think oil for this week would be one of the most will show one of the biggest movements, and it's going to be very interesting to see if this prediction pans out until the end of the week, which so in that time I would probably be doing a follow-up. And if you're shorting it, please let me know in the comments and tell me your reasons for it. I would love to know if there are more reasons that I'm not considering. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and at that point I'll probably be making a video about gold and SP 500 next, and also the forex pair USD JPI. And yeah, after that there will be a follow-up on this one. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.